Welcome. Well, you're at home with Jim and Joy, and you are an important part of our EWTN family. And we are so delighted that you've welcomed us into your home. It is midwinter, and I know that it just might be nice to have a cup of coffee, a cup of hot chocolate, and just sit down and be with us.
Amen.
So we would love to hear from you, so send us an email with a question or a comment to jimandjoy@ewtn.com.
Well, it was wonderful, the first show yesterday, and now to spend more time with Timothy Schmalz, somebody who's so, profound in his field of fine arts, and in particular three-dimensional art, and how he does what he does, and the Life Monument,
National Life
just
Monument,
fantastic. And you can go to nationallifemonument.com. That's nationallifemonument.com to learn more. And of course, we have, and we'll speak a little bit more about this in a bit. Exclusive to EWTN, we have the
beautiful rosary,
the Life Rosary that goes with the National Life Monument. And Tim's other works are at sculpturebytps.com. Sculpturebytps.com. And Joy, Tim was here 5 years ago. It was just a delight to work with him. And he's really such a gifted guy, not only what he does, how he explains what he does, and he's just kind of fun to be around.
Yes.
And then he was kind of, just doing a Holy Family.
Well, we had him during Christmas time.
How do you do what you do? And he was just kind of like, it was just like such a beginning, elementary thing. And then at the end of it, we said, what are you going to do with this? Are you going to destroy it? Are you going to take it? And you go, why? So can we have it? And so we've got that piece that he did of the Holy Family. And we have it up in our dining room. And when we get together with our children and their spouses and our 17 grandchildren, I mean, they all know Timothy Schmalz.
Right. And it means a lot to us because every one of us on this journey, especially in this time in which we live, we're all just trying to work out our salvation with fear and trembling and to be holy. And so for us, we have that beautiful statue of the Holy Family, and we sit there with our 17 grands and our sons and our daughter-in-laws and son-in-laws, and there it is.
And
That's a great
it's
little...
It's simple, it's sweet, it's not... I'm glad that he let us have it. I don't know if everyone knows if we were going to show it, but, I mean, it's not a grand piece. It's not... It is just so tender, so precious, and he did that. The other piece we have is John Paul II. I think it's called like Connected, and he's connected like to the cross, and he's there. And it was a statue that somebody gave to me, a sculpture, years back.
Yes.
And then we were going to interview Tim, and I said, wait a minute, I think I have a piece by him.
You did.
So we have two, and he does make replicas of his work most times. So you can go to his website, sculpturesbytps.com. And it's nice. So I don't know how much the big ones cost, tens of thousands of dollars, but you can get one here for $100. And it's nice to have a great, piece of art in our time where there's such an attack upon the arts and an attack upon sculptures and monuments, and Tim really speaks a lot to that as well.
What I like about the unfinished product of the Holy Family is, you know what? We're all a work in motion.
Yeah.
And we're all want to be clay in the potter's hand. And so it's a holy reminder to me, as important as it is that my Holy Family, as we're growing and changing, we're all a work in progress. And we're on the journey. And that's our hope.
That's great.
And prayer,
I love
right?
that. Yeah, because ours is not finished, and like you're saying, the family's not finished, and we got to keep going on. And communicating the gospel to the world isn't finished. And Timothy Schmalz does a great job communicating the gospel of Jesus Christ visually. It's kind of like a visual piece of the Bible that he does. NationalLifeMonument.com, SculpturesByTPS.com. We're going to be right back. Plenty more to come. Don't go away.
Welcome back. Well, you're at home with Jim and Joy, and today our guest is Timothy Schmalz. He is the sculptor of this beautiful, beautiful National Life Monument.com. EWTN has an exclusive rosary. It's called National Life Rosary, this beautiful rosary that you can only get at ytsync-en and we encourage you all to go to ytsync-en and ask for the National Life Rosary. And in it, it has the center, the Blessed Mother with baby Jesus in her womb, right? Bringing before us life.
Yes.
Telling us that it's sacred. All life is sacred. And so it's a way for you to participate in loving life, in honoring life, in defending life through your prayers. And sometimes it gets dark, you could get hopeless, you could be in despair. But I'm going to tell you what, when you pray the rosary, it all changes, doesn't it? It all seems to lift. It all seems to change. And so we encourage you to go and get this beautiful National Life Rosary at ytsync-en.com.
And what a wonderful thing that the National Life Monument, which will be coming soon and will be there in Washington, D.C., connected with the Rosary.
Yes.
And so they're both speaking of one another, and you can connect in that way. NationalLifeMonument.com and the exclusive National Rosary, Life Rosary from EWTN, EWTNRC.com.
And hopefully in time you'll be able to get a replica of that beautiful statue, and you can have a statue to go along with your beautiful National Life Rosary.
So let's go to Timothy Schmalz. Timothy, you there? God bless you, brother. Can you hear me, Tim?
Yes, how are you? I was just sculpting.
You're just busy working over there.
Hey, you're doing a show here. You just can't be sculpting. Come on. So what are you working on? What are we looking at again? Oh, that's the monument there. Yeah, so we spent a good bit of time at the first show, but a number of people weren't on. Tell us more about the monument or any nuances you want us to know about. And finally, where it will be and when you think it will go up. Share with us whatever you'd like.
Thank you. This is a small model of what is going to be the huge National Life Monument that is going permanently into Washington, D.C., across from the National Shrine, the Basilica of the Immaculate Conception, on the property owned by the Theological College. And it's an amazing historical building, and it's an amazing site right in the nation's capital. And then bigger life-size versions of the piece will be put in different states across America. It's a very great project. The idea is to use and to persuade people by using beauty. And so the sculpture, a very organic form, Mary, a feminine form that wraps around this womb, which is the shape of the world. What you can't see here is a national monument, the big bronze one, will have reflective mirrored stainless steel in that womb. So it will pull the sky into it. It will pull the sunset. It will just be amazing. When you come up to the piece, you'll see yourself reflected within that womb. So it's a very symbolic piece, and it's beautiful. The idea is to create a sculpture that will be so beautiful, it will convince people to appreciate life.
They're showing now some footage of you actually working on the image, and it's just so incredibly powerful and beautiful. And they're showing here the stainless steel around the womb. And as you mentioned in the first show, kind of the roundness is the whole world, and then we're focused in on Jesus, and we're looking at him. And then all of a sudden, we come into that. Did you say our reflection could be in that as well?
Yes,
Okay.
It's mirrored stainless steel. So what it will do is it will actually reflect almost like a mirror, your reflection when you see it.
Yes.
And I think it's really important to have that connection with the piece, because we all came from the womb.
Yes.
And this sculpture shows that.
Yeah, you know, I want to speak to what you're sharing about seeing yourself and the power of that. I'm thinking about, you know, we work in a pregnancy medical center as well as our work with EWTN, and about a year and a half ago, the bishop okayed us having a tabernacle, and so that was really new for us. And we have a monstrance in the tabernacle with the Lord in it, so that we can open up that tabernacle and worship the Lord, adore the Lord. But what I wasn't expecting was that I could see myself in the monstrance. And that was like, oh my gosh, I'm just looking for the Lord, but I was reflected in it. And boy, what that does to you, to see yourself in a holy image, well, it's really the Lord in the monstrance. Very powerful. And also when I open up the door, which I think is a brass door, then I'm reflected in there in the tabernacle with the Lord in the tabernacle. And I think that's a part of what you were saying. To not only see the holy image, a beautiful thing, to see yourself in it, which you weren't expecting, and you don't feel very holy yourself, it's very, very moving, and it can be transformative as well as his very presence.
Yeah, I think that's very powerful. And directed to the art, the idea of Christian artwork is to bring you in, is to for you to merge with that art piece. And so by the use of this reflective imagery within the piece, you become, in a sense, a part of the piece. And you start in the womb, and there you are again. So I think it's really, really exciting.
Excellent.
Timothy, I want to ask him, because when you started to share with us yesterday, you were speaking about a piece that you're working on, a Ten Commandment piece, and I was really interested in that because most of your pieces are New Testament oriented scenes from the New Testament or themes you're pulling from it and doing it. Why have you moved to the Old Testament, and how is it connecting with the New Testament? What's in the piece that you mentioned yesterday?
Well, you're right. A lot of my work is on the New Testament, but over the past several years, I've been exploring with the Old Testament, and there is an endless well of creative stuff that can come out of that text, man. So it's really exciting and fascinating. Like I mentioned, I'm working on a 12-foot Moses sculpture of the Ten Commandments for San Antonio, Texas. Catholic Life has a property. They're going to place it right on facing a highway. It's just going to be magnificent. And when I started to work, and usually when I start a project, I come from the position of how, if I knew nothing about the subject matter, would I capture my attention? What can I do to bring people that aren't familiar with the text, without perhaps not even familiar with the Bible, and instantly get their excitement? And that's a challenge of a Christian artist. It's to bring awareness out and to kind of be very authentic to the text, but make it spectacular, make it exciting, make it fascinating, so people will look at it. I think that what we have in our culture today is so much visual stuff going on that Christianity oftentimes gets at the bottom of the list for your eyes. And what I want to do is I want to bring out Christianity to be so exciting visually that people will take and experience it more often. I believe that artwork, in a sense, Christian artwork, is the face of our faith. And I think that's very true. That when people see a sculpture, a Christian sculpture, it's a visual ambassador of what's behind it. So when I'm reading the Bible and I'm figuring out how to sculpt it, I want to make sure it has power and authenticity, and it also captures people's imagination. First, you got to get them, and then you can preach to them, so to speak. Right. But to do that, you have to use power and you have to use excitement. And that's basically what I'm doing with the Ten Commandments, which is right here in my studio, as well as the National Life Monument. I want the National Life Monument, I want it to be so, so beautiful that even a pro-choice person walking by would have to say, well, I have to admit, that's a beautiful sculpture. Mm-hmm. That's how I win. If I can get that, the sculpture is a success. Because with my work, I just do not want to preach to the choir. I want to use it as a form of evangelizing. I want to try to convert people, change people's hearts, and bring them over to truth. And so to do that, it's a big job. And I got high hopes, but I do believe that it's possible. I do believe that those amazing sculptures exist. Michelangelo used to say he could see the sculpture in a piece of stone, and all he had to do was chisel it out. I believe that the most beautiful sculptures that could convert and change change people and bring people to God are up there in heaven, and I just have to pull them down to this earth here. That just takes a lot of work and a lot of inspiration and a lot of faith in God.
Well, Timothy, you're such a great example of that, because even more than evangelizing, I think that especially the National Life Monument is going to be used by God to heal. That people who go, men and women, maybe grandmothers, grandfathers, when they go and they see this big stainless steel and there is the mirror and the sun is shining on it, and there is going to be hope and healing, like an awakening to us all. And I liked what you said before. I mean, you're going to have this ginormous monument there in Washington, but it is your hope that it not only it's there, but that it's in every state. Now, you also said before you have some angels that are traveling the country. Tell us about that piece of art.
The Angels Unawares. It's one of the most complex sculptures I've ever created. I think it's one of the beautiful passages of Scripture. Be welcoming to strangers. Many have entertained angels unawares. I created it using more than 100 figures. The original cast is installed in St. Peter's Square, requested by Pope Francis. And this is a replica of the actual piece that in Rome that's traveling all across America. At Christmas time, it was in Brooklyn, right in the center of the city. Now it's Atlanta. Next month, it will be in Miami. The idea of having this boat of migrants and refugees from Irish, from Jews to Muslims to Orthodox Christian, all within one boat traveling around America is like an art piece on its own. It's really exciting. So it's making stops. It's going to be permanently installed at Catholic University of America, September of this actual year. And before that, it's traveling all around America.
So you're saying this is also in Rome as well as traveling the country, and then it will be where you were saying they'll have it there. How did you, you're saying there's so many, I've seen it. It's pretty incredible, very, very powerful. Where did you get the images of these people from? Did you just think up the images? Where did you get these people that you put in? Because they're very moving. Where did they come from?
The interesting thing about the piece is when I was working on it, it was inspired by Hebrews 13:2. And actually, I felt it is the new statue of liberty in the sense that it's essentially a spiritual duty for us to welcome the stranger. So interesting enough, a lot of the photographs that I used to create the people were taken from the archives of Ellis Island. And so I'm actually sculpting real people within the sculpture. But not only am I sculpting turn of the century migrants, but also contemporary refugees, and also even more historical than Ellis Island, early migrant people, the movements in Europe during the Protestant Reformation, a Cherokee from the Trail of Tears.
Well, it's amazing, you know, what he's sharing just about where he's pulled these incredible images from. I mean, he's saying he has images from real life people, especially the Ellis Island one. I'm saying, hey, maybe one of my relatives is in that picture. But he's really captured those scenes of maybe them traveling over or when they come off of the boat and so on. And it's, you know, it's really amazing that now they're bronzed. And now they're a part of this amazing, amazing work of art. And you're just so moved. Entertaining angels unawares, as he says from the book of Hebrews.
Right, and then he also has another piece of Jesus on the park bench.
Yes.
And that one, I believe, is in Rome. And I mean, when you see it, it brings you in.
I think it's the homeless Jesus.
Right, the homeless Jesus.
So I think unless he's got so many pieces, you got to go to sculpture-by-tps.com. But yeah, I think this is somebody laying on a park bench.
Yes.
And then somebody else comes up alongside, and then you see that it's really Jesus Christ. So Tim, go ahead, Tim.
Yes, the homeless Jesus sculpture. That is another visual translation of the Bible, Matthew 25. And the fascinating thing about it is kind of walks you through that passage in the Bible where Jesus identifies with the least in our society.
Yeah.
And that sculpture, it's in so many different places around the world. In fact, this week, just up in Bogota, Colombia, where it will be installed outside the church that overlooks the city of Bogota in Colombia.
Yeah, and well, it speaks to so many people from so many nations, and that was our Lord's point. You know, that as you do unto the least of these, you do unto me. And you know, Joy and I, we pray a prayer daily that, you know, embracing the grace of God, that we might not think of another, speak to another, or touch another without first seeking the face of Christ in the other. Tim, we just have about a minute and a half left. Any closing words for us in this area of art, or maybe the life sculpture, the life monument? Close it out with that.
Yeah, I think that we as Christians have to use as many ways as possible
Yeah, as many ways as possible to convey the gospel of Christ. I love what Tim says, that, you know, you read the Bible and you hear all these things, but with what I'm doing, it's kind of an interpretation of the Bible. It's another interpretation. What do you mean? It's set in bronze.
It's set in bronze.
It's 20 feet tall. You're just going to see it. So you're not going to read it. Somebody's not going to tell it to you. You're going to see it, and you're going to get impacted because it's already written upon the heart. The divine revelation, to a degree, is already there. Being made in the image and likeness of God is already there. Timothy, thank you so much for being with us. God bless the work of evangelization that you're doing. May especially this National Life Monument be a blessing to many, and your work upon it be, as I think almost every one of your pieces are, as far as I know, really inspired by the Lord. Thank you so very much. God bless you now. We're going to take a break at this point. There's still plenty more to come. Please don't go away, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back. Well, you can get some of Tim Schmalz's work, including the National Life Rosary and the Padre Pio statue, through the EWTN Religious Catalog. Just go to EWTNRC.com and type in Schmalz in the search box, and you will find some of the beautiful pieces. And you can get this exclusive National Life Rosary only at EWTNRC.com. Well, we just thank you all so much for joining us today, and we want you to keep it on EWTNRC.com and keep us in your thoughts, keep us in your prayers as we, as a culture of life, defend life, marriage, and the family. And remember, you're always at home with Jim and Joy.
God bless you, and God bless all of your loved ones. Bye now.